In this tutorial, you will learn how to create piggyback braid ponytails. And stay tuned till the end of our show to find out which product holds edges the best. Hey guys, welcome to Girls with the Curls. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel for curly girl hairstyles. The first step in this tutorial is to remove the previous hairstyle. If you're having trouble doing that, go ahead and skip to the second step of spraying in the leave-in conditioner. This will create a better slip on the hair to be able to pull out those old rubber bands and clips. For this hairstyle, I am using the Cantu Curl Refresher and leave-in conditioning cream. The next step is to add some kind of moisturizing conditioner. You can see my daughter here. She likes to help get involved and she's taken way too much, but we're going to go ahead and work with it. And I shouldn't even say that she took too much because she actually needs the most conditioner out of all 4 of my children. Another key to creating a great slip is adding water. You can do this with any regular spray bottle. Wet down the hair and add extra moisture. You want to start detangling with a comb, preferably a wide tooth comb, and that's going to get most of the bulk out, and then go back in with some kind of brush. Make sure to start at the end of the hair. That way you're not dragging down all of the tangles into one big mess at the end. Work from the ends and work your way back up to take out little by little tangles at a time. So this is a great detangling brush that I found. It's by Cantu, and you can see my daughter's using another detangling brush that we have, but there's a lot of them that are really good. So again, add some extra moisture through water or using more hair product. You want to make sure the hair is just slightly over damp. Damp hair is not quite enough, but pretty wet hair is what we need to work with. You want to use a rat tooth comb to be able to get the straight lines. So I've made one triangle at the top and I followed that up with a second line below that, making a rectangle, which creates a bigger triangle if you put the two together. If you create the box method, they're called box ponytails, but we're creating different styles with this hairstyle. You can see the first shape is a triangle, but the second shape really is more of a rectangle. Each of these areas is parted together with one single ponytail, and I'll put a link in the description below of some really good rubber bands that work well and don't break. Then you want to start on the next side. You're going to have more of a wider triangle for the first rubber band, and then for the second rubber band, it's going to be more of a wider rectangle. Now, because it's becoming wider and wider as you go back through the head, you want to create another row, but part it in half. And from here, we're going to take the top strand and separate it into 2 sections. And then you'll take the previous rubber band, part that in 2, and you'll have one side go to the new square or rectangle, and you'll have the other side of that strand go to the other rubber band. So what we're doing from the top, you'll see, is one single rubber band, but then when you make the second row, whether it be a rectangle or another triangle or square, you want to grab the first ponytail and tie it in with it. This is not an exact science. Just have fun with it and get creative. Now go ahead and use some kind of clip to clip the top part of the hair out of the way, and we're going to move on to the back section of the hair. Just like the top front, we want to do 2 separate triangles in the back. Now this can be the most tangled part of the hair, so you might have to do some extra detangling before moving forward. You also want to spray and re-moisten as you go along as needed. For the next row, I am going to create a single line, but then divide it again in 2. Just a quick tip, you'll see that I am detangling as I go along. That's natural because Kendall's curls are so tight. They're 3C and 4A curls, and naturally they're going to continue to tangle upon each other. I'll take the first triangle ponytail in the back and separate it into these 2 evenly. That leaves you with 3 sections of hair to braid. You'll have the first section from the triangles we did at the top, the second section from the triangles we did in the back, and the third section will just be the hair that is left over in the center of the child's head. Now, because these are pigtails, we repeat this on the other side. I've created the long rectangle part of the hair and split it in 2 sections, and then grab the previous ponytail from the bottom, split that in half in 2, and divide it evenly between the 2 sections. Now you should have 1 rubber band up top, 1 rubber band in the back, and 1 section of hair left over in the middle. Take those 3 sections and just create a braid. Braid it all the way to the ends and add your rubber band. And there you have it. So easy to do, so quick, and this hairstyle will last at least 5 days, if not 7. So, you were wondering in the beginning, what product do we use to keep this hairstyle for the entire week? So, I'm glad you stayed tuned till the end of this video to figure out which product helps most to lay down your edges. And here it is. I have used so many different edging products, and this is the number 1, which is actually a kid's ponytail and edges control. Guys, this stuff is amazing. I mean, it's the best edging I've found, and I've gone through kid stuff and I've gone through the adult section. This stuff is just amazing. It's just for me, curl piece, and it's natural care for any hair type. And I'll use this on the girls' ponytails, little braids, anything that I really need to lay down and hold throughout the entire day, through all the things that these kids do throughout the day and play and get into a lot of stuff. This stuff is where it's at. So just as any product that I'll mention on my channel, this one is no sulfate, no paraben, no mineral oils, none of that. So let's see what it looks like. So I know you can't really tell by this video, but it's actually the consistency of like a really thick buttercream frosting type stuff. This is some really heavy duty thick stuff. In fact, it's so heavy duty that you don't want to get it anywhere else on any other part of the hair except for the part that you want it on. So if you're doing braids and you need it all tight and slicked down, that's where you want to use this. If you're doing edges, if you're styling the edges, that's where you want to use this. But if you plan on doing some little ponytails in the front with the hair down in the back, I think I might need some of my hair right here, actually. You don't want to get this in the back part of their curls. It will kind of like flatten it and make it thick and hard and nasty looking. It looks like their hair wasn't even washed. It doesn't look like it's being cared for. Don't put this stuff in the natural curls, your curls out and about. You want to only use this for edging only. It's only for edge control. Ponytails, braids, anything that you want the hair to stay down, this is the product you want to use. But my daughter, who likes to get in all of our products, she got into this, course, smothered it all over her hair, and that stuff is nasty. It gets really gross. So I just had to do a whole nother wash day routine, which, again, please make sure you subscribe and click on the bell. That way you'll be notified for our wash day routines. We usually come out with every couple or few weeks. We'll do product reviews. We'll show you what works, what doesn't work, some tips, some tricks, especially if you're dealing with kids. We've got videos on that coming out. So please, our channel is building, it's growing. You won't want to miss what is coming out next. Make sure you click on the bell. That way you'll be notified for all of these cool, great videos that will be coming out soon. All right, guys, love you. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. My daughter has a video on how to accessorize these cute little pigtails. So stay tuned to watch that. Love ya. Bye.
Hi, this is Kendall. Say hi, Kendall. Hi. We are here to put these little things in.
Little clips.
Let's get started. First, we open it up like if you already, because hers is kind of puffy braid, so doing that, and it has a luckily good braid. And there we go. Next one.
Stick it right on top of the rubber band so you hide the black.
I got it. Next one. Your hair is kind of hooky and stokey. There you go. Bye. Make sure you click on the subscribe button and then make sure you click on the bell. Love you.